Hello and welcome to the John Mayaki Show on Bloomshare TV. I am Imi Salami. On the show today is a two-time chairman of Uhumode local government area of Edo State, a chief of staff to former Edo State Governor Professor Sarino Subo, former gubernatorial aspirant. He is a public policy consultant and a farmer, Dr. Azaya Osifo. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. There's this feature I always see. I've seen it a couple of times when I'm talking with politicians. The term farmer. I'm like, is it synonymous with being a politician? Like there is an unwritten rule that once you're a politician, you should take up farming activities because this is not the first time politician farmer. So what's it about a politician also being a farmer?
Well, it is possible for everybody to be farmer. It will be good for the society, but I don't think politics is a profession anyway. At best, it's a vocation, and farming can be taken as a career as well as a vocation. Like to say, if you're a medical doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a journalist, you have the time and you have the space and the energy, you can actually be a small farmer, either subsistence, farming, or commercial. So, if politicians say they are farmers, maybe the majority of them believe that farming is a vocation, it is a compulsory hobby that's important for their immediate survival and, if possible, expanding to a commercial level. So, but my own farming origin or farmer's origin as a farmer it's something I was almost like inherited. Yeah, my grandparents, live in the rural community of farmers. My father was a dual resident, urban and rural. He was a teacher and was a farmer. After retirement, to full-time farming, and he only had interest in public affairs, politics. So I was born into that kind of family. Parents having interest in public affairs. Of course, taking farming as more like a permanent, full-time career, vocational, a career sort of job. And I remember my father told me that if you want to be an independent man in the society, especially a developing nation like Nigeria, farming is the best profession. And I've seen it, I've practicalized it, that when they really ask you to be independent-minded, where in this part of the world, people don't want to say the truth. Everybody's a psychopath, everybody's a great singer. So if you want to be a man of yourself and stand by your words, and I think the best job you can take is farming.
Then when I hear that Malaysia came here to take samples and they're making good with what they took away,
Yes.
and we're still here where we are. You were a two-time chairman of Uhumode local government area, which is government at the grassroots, and with your background as a farmer. What investment did you make in that area, in the agricultural sector, while you were chairman?
Thank you very much. This is a very good question. Yesterday I wrote an article
Wow.
and emphasized the importance of local government in national development. In advanced countries, United States of America, Britain, emphasize local government as the foundation for policy formulation and implementation. So when I got to the local government, by the grace of God, already trained as a political scientist, and of course, development administration. And I knew that I needed to do something different. It's not just talking about farming. Farming is good. Here you are in the local government. You don't do anything.
Practicalizing.
So that's why I said this is a very good question. You're patronizing me by this question because I've been telling people when you get an opportunity to serve, make a difference. So as a farmer, I made a difference. First and foremost, I was the first chairman of local government in Edo State to establish the Department of Agriculture. Before my time, there was no local government in Edo State that had agriculture as a department. And I said, we are rural councils. Why can't we have a specialized unit that will address agriculture? Now, assisting the state government, ADP, Ministry of Agri, to operationalize agriculture because we don't farm in Benin. Ministry of Agri is in Benin, but the field workers are in the rural areas. So we are the ones on ground that can take their research results, that can take the agricultural policy and go and implement it at the rural area. We have the land, we have the water. So we have that department They to give farmers who are already, because 90% of those in the rural areas are farmers. They need specialist knowledge, they need training, they need resources, they need seedlings, improve seedling, so that they can improve on their practices and get more yields and get more money. That was one of the reasons for having it. Then we didn't stop. We had demonstration farms. The local government, one day under my leadership, was the first local government, in fact, the only local government in tomorrow that had a farm.
Wow.
Yes, we had maize farm, in a commercial scale. My council, one day local government, was selling maize to every farming.
Is that still functional?
How will it function?
Wow.
That's the system we have in this country. When the leadership is faulty, there's some continuity of good policies. People are just talking. I listen to the presidential aspirants and candidates that are talking. And I kept telling them, tell me where you have served, where you made a difference.
Yeah.
If you give an example of made a difference, then I'll take you serious. We had maize farm, over 40 hectares of maize plantation, supervised by supervisor for agric and all those young graduates of agric that were employed. Harvesting, which is just 3 months. If it's less than 3, we have 60 days maize now. And we're selling to able farming. Well, we're making money out of it. That is short season crop. There are 3 types of crops in agriculture. Short season, mid season, like a long one.
Yeah.
So people may be running away for the long one, like oil palm plantation, cocoa. But you have the one you can grow in 3 months, like rice. Rice is expensive. It takes just 3 months to grow rice. Why we don't grow rice in Anakwete, in Inukshe, in Warake, even in Umude, you can grow rice in 3 months. It's mature, it's harvested, it gets to the bank, it gets to the market. So we had short season like this. We had long one like oil palm. The one they council today is the only local government that have government 400% government owned farm. Is there at 100 hectares of oil palm plantation. Now the commercial value of that 100 hectares of oil palm plantation is about 300-400 million investment. What? So what are they not doing now? Yeah, I left council in 2002. This is 2022. This is 20 years ago I left council. No one has planted just 1 tree. In addition to the 15,000 trees that are planted, because 100 hectares will give you 15,000. Okay? Because it was 150 by hectare. No one has planted just 1 tree after 20 years. What do they not do? Council chairman get to office. That is first they will lease out. They lease it to those who are exploring it. And they take the money. But you don't grow more. If after I left 100 hectares in 2000, they were not doing 20, 30. Just imagine a council that is having 500 hectares of oil palm production in a productive age. You don't need to wait for federal allocation for Abuja.
Exactly.
Nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody's doing anything about it. No government is encouraging it. I challenge the state government, challenge the federal government. What are we doing? Do something about it. How can we be hungry? How can oil be selling for 25,000 for 25 liters? Because these things are going into extinction because nobody is encouraging agricultural development. We didn't stop there. First council in Edo State to raise 25,000 oil palm seedlings. 25,000. All this oil you see today in the world are the seedlings that I brought and I shared to farmers free of charge. I'm happy Joseph Amowie. He's still alive. He was commissioner for agriculture under His Excellency Governor Lucky Birino was governor. Amowie came and supervised the distribution of seedlings growth raised. We went to them for both sprouted seeds and raised our seedlings and shared it to farmers free of charge. Go and plant. In 3-4 years, you will be making income from it. Today, they are grateful to me. Each time I go to these communities, I can see you at the side, they're talking about the stories now. So we did so much about agriculture. And I've been writing papers to governments, federal, state. If you have a man that has done something and succeeded, utilize it. Said yes. It's a shame that after 20 years I left council, we don't have additional 1 hectare of any plantation anywhere in the local government. And people will come to the television and say, we are performing hard. When you are not practical in your administration, you are not performing. I need practicality, I need examples. So the question you asked me, it's a good question. You are a farmer, you are a council chairman, what do you do? These are all what I did.
It's quite shameful that there's no continuity. I'm so interested in this issue. But let's move on to politics. I think the people should hold their leaders accountable because at the end of the day, they feel the effect, the cost of food produce and all of that. So you are one politician who is seen to be very vocal and outspoken, but some would argue that it's always against the opposing party. What's your take on this?
Against the opposing party, how?
Like it's when you're on the other side, you're vocal against the other party.
Well, yes, let me tell you, it's a traditional thing because if you're in a political party and your party is in government, you have access to government. You don't need to go to the newspaper to speak against the government or to speak, criticize the government because you have access to the government. And what do you not do? You present your ideas, you present your criticism, you present your memo. Right now in PDP, there's PDP government in Lagos State. I send papers to them. I send my ideas to them. Because it's unethical if I have access to the government. Why go to ITV to go and be speaking against him or speaking, making comments? So what I do, I have access to the government. I speak to him. I write papers to him. I present my issues to him. I have access to the deputy governor. I speak to him. I have access to the secretary. I speak to him. I do my documentations. Then if tomorrow there's a need for a reference, I have my record that I spoke to you. And you're not going to blame me if I come out on the television. I'm going to say, I spoke to you. So it's not as if I'm patronizing you, I'm afraid. But you have this obligation of relationship. If you have access to me, why go to the television? If you have access to me, why go to the newspaper? After all, you have access to me. So what I'm doing is I capitalize on the access to speak and express my mind. And of course to give my support to my party and to the government. But if at the end of the day, you are adamant to these views and it becomes a reference for a talking, I'm going to tell you, I told you. But if as far as I have access to you, I'm not going to go to the television to criticize you. I will talk to you how I feel about issues. And that's what I'm still doing right now in PDP.
Okay, you have moved a couple of times and even moved back from one party to another, and some will see that as
you were told, or
you were in Labour Party, you had a point and all of that. Yeah. So some would see that as being unstable and all of that. So why not stay with your party, because you believed in that party at a point in time and you became a member? Why not remain in the party and seek ways to resolve issues instead of moving from one party to the
now, when you were a student of political philosophy and you are advanced in dialectics, you will appreciate that the existential reality has a lot to do with the nature or nurture of actors in the political field. But deceiving ourselves here. We are in democracy. We are not in democracy yet in Nigeria. We, I and other good colleagues, like your boss, are the people that are contributing to democracy. We write. I wrote an article yesterday, an open letter to the former president of Passenger. We discuss. We express our views. We move when we don't agree with you. If I'm serving the boss and he's a tyrannical boss, I don't have right to leave him. To belong to the party where people just believe that this party is now owned by one man who compile names of delegates, put them on the line and give them money, and ask them to vote against the right person. Are you still going to remember such persons? Democracy will not grow. Movement of persons, of political actors, on an ideological basis is helpful to the growth of democracy. And now we're going to get to a level whereby people will no longer move. When there is real democracy, until there is real democracy, people will continue to move. Because one man gets to the party, says he's the owner of the party. It takes over everything. You have no access to even air your view. And you have somewhere you can go to air your view. You move there and air your view. And when there's any problem, he calls you and says, please, that thing you told that nice guy, please can you just come back, let's do it the way you were saying. And you say, okay, fair, I can come back. The political party is not the property of anybody. It is an organ of ground that has the capacity to absorb all ideas and persons, but guided by rules and regulations. If you violate rules and regulations, people are not bound to remain with you. Because by the time you violate your own party constitution and you say they should remain with you, that's barbarism. It's only barbarians. They don't have rules. We also made they put animals in the cage. They eat themselves and kill themselves and they still remain there. But when you are a civilized person, you know that this my leader is becoming barbaric. And you remain there, then you become a barbarian yourself. So when people say, oh, we are moving, they don't even know what is going on. Movement is helpful to democracy. If a party decides to be stupid, stupid. The leader is supposed to be stupid. Please leave. Go elsewhere and tell you stupid and tell people don't listen to them. And when they fell, there was a time in Edo State, PDP was the only party to even get a membership card was a problem. Was there a party? People had to move. Now they thought you were joking, but somehow along the line, surprisingly, another party won. People thought that was going to happen. There was a founding member of PDP. By 1999, I was a council chairman, elected, the first chairman of council elected on the platform of PDP in my local government. So it got to a point that you can't even get membership card of a PDP. They won't even want you to be a member of the party because they felt that PDP was the only party. Once you are nominated as a candidate, you become a councillor. You go to House of Assembly. If you are fully yourself in the House of Assembly, you go for 10-10. Because nobody's challenging you. As far as you can say this is the leader, you can even go for 4 times. Because nobody's challenging you. So they become arrogant about the whole thing. People moved. And when they moved, they won elsewhere. Was around if they didn't move, would any CA have been in government in Edo State? It was the movement of people that moved. All those who don't see in ACA that look at PDP. We are all members of PDP. If they decide to say we want to remain here, even though what is going on is right, is wrong, you won't have another government in Edo State. So movement is helpful. But I know as a political scientist, with my vast research in political philosophy, that when a time will come, movement will be minimized. Yeah. You can't legislate it. It involves by actions, by adherence, adjusting their ideology and adhering to the party rules and regulations. When you party keep their rules and regulations, when party keep their ideology, you will not have cause to move. Because you know that nobody has offended you. The system has not offended you. You have not been undermined. You have not been subchanged. You're not going to move. But when you are subchanged or you have somewhere to go to place to ventilate and try to exercise your right, please go there. It's not a crime. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, still talking on PDP. We know the crisis rocking the party, the factional candidates, and all of that. Do you think this would not affect the chances of the party in the forthcoming polls? Now that we're having.
Of course, it is. It is natural when you have factional division in political party. It will affect their fortunes in general election. It has that. It's divided itself. Yeah. It's tendencies for them is to fall. Yeah. So again, this is going part of the team I talking about. Why should there be faction in a party? What is the cause of the faction? One of the faction is wrong. Both cannot be wrong.
So what is the leadership doing to settle all of these issues?
Now, when leadership is struggling with members or association that have the tendency to break rules and regulations, the leader will have a problem. So it's a political parties is an issue of symmetrical relationship. The leaders relating with the members relating with the leader. Now, when there is fault, either from leadership or from membership, there's bound to be a problem. Now you have two factions. The two factions cannot be right. The two factions cannot be wrong. One is wrong, one is right. So how do you not know who the one that is right? Do go and do your research. But I believe that parties should keep their rules and regulations. I believe when you talk to some persons, they will tell you the reason why we are here. The governor has done this and has done that. We are not in agreement with what the governor has done. Now, if you are not in agreement with what the governor has done, it is not enough reason for you to violate the constitution of the party. You can be within the party with the governor as leader and the party chairman and other leaders and disagree. Like I said, you may not go to the television. There are rooms, there are boards, there are avenues where party leaders and members know. I can express your mind and say, Your Excellency, I disagree with this principle. I disagree with this idea. It is not like going to go and stand elsewhere and begin to throw stones and say we are in a faction. Why not do it within the political party? If you want to disagree with the governor, why not disagree with the governor within this party? It doesn't have to be a television business or a radio business. It can be within the party. You have your disagreement and remain within the political party. I used to still believe you are a member of PDP. But this sharp division where you go and stand somewhere and begin to say we are a faction. What is responsible for it? So I was promised I would give ticket to Senate. Is it your personal property? Do they share Senate? There are rules for you to become a candidate. There are rules for you to become a candidate. So I'm not pass verdict on any of the fashions, but I'm saying to you that the two fashions cannot be right. Neither one of the two fashions can be wrong. One is right, the other is wrong. So I hope what the governor has said in our last meeting, the reconciliation committee should be able to bring these interests together and reconcile them for the interest of the general election, so that the party can win. But now democracy is growing, democracy is evolving, people are getting wiser, and Nigerians have already been wise. Me, I'm not even bothered about what the parties are doing, I'm bothered about what INEC is going to do. We have 17 political parties in Nigeria. If one party cannot put their hands together, for goodness sake, there are 50 political parties. You are not bound to the party. You are bound to the suburb of the country. So if INEC can do their job, that is conducting credible election, where young men and women like you can go out there and make a choice, this issue of noise in the party will be relevant. Let the party be fighting. Who are the candidates you think? That's what's going on in America. Republican can win one council, but in the presidential election, Democrat will win that council. They don't vote for, oh, this is Democrat. They vote for councillor, vote for mayor, vote for governor, because they don't do that in America. They vote according to the local interests and peculiarity of the area. Republicans have more governors in America, but Democrat is the president. It's not like, oh, in Nigeria, we have to be governor, automatically win. Who says so? Because of electoral malpractice. So if INEC can do their job, you that is not a political party member should not be interested in the noise in the party. Focus on the candidate you are going to elect. I am more interested on the candidate, not on this business of party that is appropriated as personal property. Even though I'm a member of PDP, if a party is doing the wrong thing, I'm not into your business. I'm into the survival of Nigeria and the survival of you. No one like you in the future. Because we had a good time. Yeah. We had a good time. For goodness sake, why you destroy the future of this young women in this country? Let INEC do their job so that people go and let a president of their choice. To go and let the government of their choice. It's not about the party. It's about the candidate that they are presenting. He has the credentials. In Nigeria, we are still talking about somebody. You are still looking for certificate. How do you look for certificate? I want to be a president of the country, for goodness sake. No, let's be free. Let's be fun. I'm not about party now. I went to the province. I went to run for governor of Edo State. I come and tell the people I'm looking for my certificate, and you still take me serious. I can't mention the place where I attended. I can't mention my certificate. My classmates were on WhatsApp platform. All my classmates in Western Boys will relate every day on WhatsApp. I know my primary school classmates. I went to UNN. I don't need to go to court to tell you that I went to UNN. Don't go to Suka and go to the registry department. I follow my records. Do I need to go to court to tell you I went to UNN? Do I need to go to court when I went to hall? In United Kingdom? You go up my name in hall and then one appears. And Allah knows because of hall. Go to court to prove a certificate. And you say, what you go and borrow such a money. I say fraud. Are you putting fraud as a head of government? You're doing yourself. Forget about party. Talk about credibility of candidates. By the time we start talking about the parties will lay their lesson. That's the government talking about now. By the time they know that voters are not going to take you serious on your party, they will present their best. It becomes like a competition, a football competition. When you're going for a competition, what do? You present your best. But when they know you are going to vote for a party, they present idiots for you to go to the parliament and they get their food themselves for 8 years. Let parties know that it's not about you, it's about the candidate. The party have good men and women. If you vote for good men and women, party will lay their lesson. In their next primary, even if they don't have money, oh, they are paying $20,000. Why would they not pay $20,000 for delegate? They know that you're going to vote for an idiot. By the time they know you're not going to vote for an idiot, at least became governor as a professor of morbid anatomy. No $1,000 in his account. What has happened to Nigerians? INEC should do the right job. A professor in the University of Benin can become governor without even having $10,000 in his account. When they say this guy is a professor of economics, a professor of law, he's a good guy, you troop out and vote for him. Let party go and pay 10,000 delegates to their candidate. He ends up with his $10,000 in the primaries, and everything will end with him at the primaries. He will lose woefully. Next time, no candidate will give $1,000 to any delegate because they know it's going to make any money.
I think we need a reorientation, not just a matter for INEC now, the populace and...
Yes, the populace have a lot of food, especially young men and women. Don't be violent, but be resolute. Tax the other man in your community. If you read the letter, I will have issue with you. Tax them. We do this in the university. I was a university secretary general. It was a VUCA. I didn't become VUCA politician. I've been fighting for Nigerians. I was secretary general, you know, in 1988. Went for anti-sack riot in 1989, anti-sack riot. Without guns, without stone, without blow, we held our partner to ransom. Now, so then you know that biker they put now president number one.
Yeah.
No, In our time, nobody gave you a car, nobody gave you a bicycle. There was something, it was, you know, fuel was even voluntary. But we were resolute. We stood against the military. Young men to do that. Don't use gun, don't use to use gun. Be resolute and say, and then we fell up. We need a free and fair election. Nigerian police, it's just your uniform that makes you a different person. You are in Nigeria, you're just like me. Put that uniform aside and do the right thing. The army is just a man like you, You're on the uniform, you're on the gun. That gun is not your gun, it's our gun. When you task all this agency, security agency, and we don't have free and fair election, all these noise in political parties will vanish.
Yeah. You talked about picking the right candidate, that it would get to a point, persons would vote for the right candidate,
yes,
and not necessarily the party.
Yes.
Do you think your party, the PDP, has picked the right candidate against the backdrop that, there's this agitation that the Southeast should produce the next president and not, and now your party has picked someone from the North?
Yeah, I believe in zoning. I believe in zoning because for fairness and equity.
Yeah.
But again, there's just no straight jacket in these days because zoning, strategy, political situations, reality of the time, you put all together. That is the calculation of a political party that is going to an especially an opposition political party.
Okay.
Now we want to win. Again, I'm talking about credibility now. That is not to say there's no credible candidate in the Southeast. From the Southeast. There are credible candidates in the Southeast. Now you put the demography into a situation, you put the political culture into the situation, you put the voting pattern. Now all this totality will come and say, okay, yes, the South is bad because of demographical dynamics, political culture, political behavior. All these will decide who becomes the elected president. We will have a consideration for A, B, C, D, irrespective of where he or she comes from. That is how PDP got their candidates from the North. So
it's all about winning the election,
yes,
and not about...
It's about winning election. It's about doing the right thing. Because the Southeast, yes, they are entitled, but the Southeast will be happy to have a Northern who will do the right thing and give them hope that there will be our turn, there will be our time. And actually, if this thing will evolve naturally, whereby it will come to the point that it will just go to the right person, irrespective of where you come from. But we are not yet there. But when we'll be there, by having a good president that will give us the structural layout, and that's why article restructuring is wonderful. I'm not just patronizing article. I'm a political scientist, I do research. That's what I wrote yesterday. I wrote an open letter to former President Ambassador and said, look.
What do you make of his accusations against Alhaji Atiku Abubakar?
Accusation for where?
About him picking, he made a bad choice by picking.
There will be personal issues.
Okay.
And that's why I wrote the open letter to him. And somebody said, why do I write letter? I know I can't go to altar now. I'm close to former President Ambassador. He's a wonderful guy. If you read my letter, you will see in the letter. Intelligential, fantastic fellow. And let me tell you, morally speaking, my dear sister, as a Nigerian and an African, you can't make a bad choice in 2 elections, in 2 terms. It's have 2 terms, 8 years with you. So if you are telling people, they don't like you to go and believe. You made a choice, and you want to just remember to it again. So you should not make mind after 1 year in office. You know his character. So if article was so bad that he was not competent to choosing by you, after 1 or 2 years, you want to know what do you pick for the second term? So that is what I'm saying, that you achieve so much, not that you are excellent, but comparatively, since the inauguration of democracy in 1999, Obasanjo's achievement cannot be beaten by anybody, or has not been beaten by anybody. And when you are doing that, we are in a democratic government. No one man can take the credit because it is a collective responsibility. If you say you have achieved this, you have achieved that, you are there as the head president, your vice was there, your secretary of government was there, your chief of staff was there, the ministers were there. Everybody must participate, they must partake in the credit taking. Then if you fail, all of them must equally use their head to carry the failure. That is what I'm making that. With all these things to do, especially on local government, Passenger has been the first apostle of local government in Nigeria. Nobody is taking him serious. Atiku is a strong believer of local government, and they walked away in 2023 without Nigeria owing a damn. A credited nation, my dear. Credited nation. We don't owe you 1 call. You are not give only the credit to Passenger and Atiku. Who got your position when I was Minister of Finance? Are you excluded from that achievement? Nigeria was not owing anybody. Dollar was just less than $100 to $1. It's about $600 now. What are we talking about? Position did well. The foundation was strong. Achievement was there to be visible, but you did this in addition, in conjunction. So what we need is for people about to come and build on the strong foundation he did with you and possibly or surpass your achievement, which no government has been able to achieve since we left office in 2003.
Okay, lastly, still talking about running mate. Now, there were speculations that Governor Wike of Rivers State would be picked as the running mate to Atiku, but he picked Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State. What do you make of this? What's your position on this?
Well, I didn't discuss with the president candidate, but I'm just ready. I can read the mind of the president candidate and the party to say, Wike is a fantastic guy. He's a local government man. He's a grassroots guy. Was a council chairman, became government minister. Wonderful guy. Okowa, wonderful guy. Was a councillor. Was a chairman. Council chairman. Was a commissioner. It's been everything. Bro, that was very, very wonderful. 8 years, 2 terms as governor from Niger Delta. But Okowa may have had this Southeast affiliation. Because Atiku is such a very reasonable man. If I'm not picking for the Southeast, to be good, that I have somebody near the Southeast. He lives in Asaba. Asaba and Onitsha is just the same place. Okay? And to carry the Southeast along, Okowa became a very good candidate, representing right leg on the south side, left leg on the southeast. No candidate, no presidential candidate that is serious about restructuring and taking out the resources commission will leave such a candidate. That is my thinking. I was not told, but I am thinking that both of them were wonderful. Okowa may have had an edge because of the consideration to involve the Southeast in whatever arrangement they will have with federal government. And Okowa will be able to play that role because Imo has been in Asaba for the past 8 years. He's more or less a Southeast man, though for the South. So Okowa is like a dual capacity candidate, which is an advantage for election, which is an advantage for representation.
Okay. For the sake of time, I think we'll have to draw the curtain here. Last words for your party and for the people.
Last word that Nigerians should go up out there, task and security agency that they have no choice but to ensure free and fair election. For my party PDP and the federal, I commend them for choosing a grassroots man who has evidence. Nobody is talking about Atiku's controversy of certificate now. Nobody is talking about he didn't perform when he was vice president. Okay?
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. I think our next interview would have to go to your farm because I have so much interest in food.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for having me.
All right. This is it for today. Until next time on the John Mayaki Show, I am Imi Salami.